1. King Louis XVI of France.
Wealth at downfall, practically none, with debts running into hundreds of millions of livres.
Story. Louis XVI inherited a financially strained France, worsened by funding the American Revolution and lavish spending by the monarchy. The French public, angered by high taxes and food shortages, eventually led to the French Revolution. Louis was captured, tried, and executed by guillotine in 1793. France's finances had crumbled by the time of his death, leaving him one of the most impoverished kings at his end.
2. King Farouk of Egypt.
Wealth at downfall, estimated between $1 million to $10 million after confiscations, despite having once controlled an empire of riches.
Story. Known for his extravagant lifestyle, King Farouk's rule saw a steep decline in Egypt's economy, compounded by his infamous gambling and luxury spending habits. His wealth and assets were seized after he was overthrown in 1952 during the Egyptian Revolution, ending his reign with minimal wealth left. Farouk died in exile, reportedly dining alone in Rome after a life of opulence turned to isolation.
3. King Zog I of Albania.
Wealth at downfall, left with a small amount of gold, estimated at a few $100,000 in today's currency.
Story. King Zog was Albania's only monarch, reigning from 1928 to 1939. His rule faced constant threats from internal and external forces. When Italy invaded Albania in 1939, he fled to Greece, eventually living in exile in Europe. His limited wealth dwindled as he lived abroad, and he ultimately ended his life with few resources, living a modest lifestyle far from the throne.
4. Sultan Abdul Hamid II of the Ottoman Empire.
Wealth at downfall, seized assets, and minimal personal wealth after his deposition.
Story. Abdul Hamid II's rule was marked by significant losses for the Ottoman Empire, including territories in the Balkans and North Africa. Amid financial mismanagement and European pressures, he was deposed in 1909. Despite having been a sultan of one of the largest empires, his personal wealth was largely confiscated, and he spent the rest of his life in constrained circumstances, ultimately passing away with few resources.
5. King Charles I of England.
Wealth at downfall, none, with considerable debts instead.
Story. Charles I ruled during a turbulent time marked by the English Civil War. His conflicts with Parliament over finances and religious policies led to a civil war that eventually cost him his throne and his life. Charles was executed in 1649, leaving behind unpaid debts. His life ended in poverty, with his lands confiscated, his family displaced, and the monarchy temporarily abolished.